Today we're going to look at how we can add text to a photo. Okay, so here's one I've prepared earlier, and I've deliberately left a border around this image because what I want to do is type the name and the place of this pier. So to add text to an image in Photoshop, over to the left-hand side, there's a T icon. The T icon is your text tool. Okay, now we have a few options here. We can, if we right-click, we can type vertically, so the typing will go down. In this case, I just want to use the standard horizontal type. Okay, so by default, it will just be on horizontal. If you right-click, you can click vertical if you want. But in this case, horizontal, we now have our type tool, and you'll see this little icon appear, and we can place this wherever we want. Doesn't really matter at this stage because we can move it, but I want my text to be down here, so I'm just going to click down there, and it's just going to put in some placeholder text. Okay, so we can see where it is and what it's doing. Now, once we've got our text down, what we can also do is we can change our fonts. So up to the top left-hand corner, you will see all of, if we just click this little drop arrow, we can change our fonts. Okay, and if we just scroll through these, you'll actually see it changing your text as you scroll through, or it'll give you a sample of the text. Okay, so for this one, I will stick with the Callisto. We can also change whether we want it in italic, bold, bold italic. We can change the font size, which we don't really need to do here. We can change our font size later. A few options in here. You can have it sharp, you can have it crisp. I find that none just works quite well. It's one of those things that you can play around with. Smooth is another good option. Smooth is a favorite that I like to use. So once we've chosen our font, what type we want it, we can choose to have it either to the left, the right, or the middle. Okay, I like to work in the middle with this image. And we can just click the OK button, and it's added that text to our image. Now, if we just zoom in a little bit, we want to change that text. So you'll see here that it, off to the right-hand side, it's created a new layer. So if we want to change that text, all we do is grab our type tool and just click anywhere in amongst that text. And what we can do is we click and drag, we can highlight that text, then we can type in whatever we want. So in this case, this is the Torquay Pier. Torquay Pier, Queensland, Australia. Okay, and then we just click our tick button, and now we have that text added to our image. If we want to increase the size, you can either highlight it again. Again, we're doing all this with our text tool. We can just click anywhere on that text, and then we can highlight, and we can change our font size up here if we want to. But I think an easier way to do it, if we come up and grab our move tool, okay, and if we click on that text, you'll see that it's now highlighted that text with our move tool. And if we press Control or Command and T, the letter T, we can now transform that text. So we can click and drag it to make it bigger, click and drag it to make it smaller. Okay, we can move it around. So if we want it off to the side, we can move it over to one side. Okay, so lots of different things we can do. Okay, in this case, I do want it in the middle. So if I sort of place it roughly in the middle, it should find the center and it should snap on. Okay, and there it's found the middle, and now we can snap it into the middle. And again, with our move tool, we can just use arrow keys. We can arrow up, arrow down, and move it wherever we like. Okay, so that's how we can add text. Now, there's lots of other things that we can do with our text that is really cool. So as an example, what I'm going to do, I'll just zoom in a little bit on this text so we can see it a bit clearer. And over here, because it's created its own text layer, what we can do is we can change a few of the parameters to this text. Now, what we don't want to do is double click where it says the text, because that will change the name. Okay, and we can type in whatever we want. I just want to call it test. Okay, if we click in the gray area, just off to the text, it's going to open a layer style. So now we have all these different options that we can add to the text. So for example, a common one that I use is a drop shadow. Okay, and then from here we get all these different options, so we can change the position or the angle of our drop shadow. Okay, we can make it bigger or smaller, we can move it forwards and backwards. Okay, so lots of little options in here that we can play around with. We can turn down the opacity of the drop shadow. Okay, again, we can move it in and closer. Okay, we can change the color of our drop shadow. So if we want a red drop shadow, okay, lots of different options in here. The best advice I can give you is just to play around with them. Okay, so for example, stroke, if we click on stroke, what that will do is put a line around our text. So if I make that bigger, you'll see that it's starting to put a blue line around our text. And again, we can change the color of that anytime we want, just by clicking on our color, using our little color thing here. In this case, I might want some white text around the edge, okay, a light blue. You can change the size of the stroke, make it either big or small. If you want to get rid of it at all, so you've done it, you don't like it, just untick it and that will remove it. Okay, you can have inner glow. Lots of different options in here, so play around with them. Drop shadow's a good one just to kind of separate the text, give it that little bit of a 3D look. There's all sorts of textures that you can add to the text. Okay, these will work better with bigger text. But yeah, double click in the gray area and then you'll get all these options for your text as well. Okay, and that's how I create thumbnails. So anyone who's interested in creating a thumbnail for YouTube, that's how you do it. Okay, get your thumbnail, grab your text tool, okay, choose the font that you want. So you might want something big and bold. And then you can type in whatever you want, Control or Command and T, and you can make it as big as you want. Okay, and then again, then we can start. You'll see it work a bit better if we put the stroke on it now and we change that to a white stroke. And then make it a little bit bigger. Now you'll start to get the idea of how that works. Okay, add a drop shadow, make your shadow bigger, smaller. Okay, lots of fun to be had with the type tool. So it is a very good tool. It's easy to use. At any time we can just click and drag, type over. If we want to change the color, okay, we can change it to green. Okay, we can change it to red. Okay, lots of different options in there. When you finish, click the tick. Okay, that's it. I'm going to keep this one nice and short. A very easy way to start using the type tool on your images, just to add a little bit of extra to them. Okay, you can even put in a signature if you want to add your signature to it. Okay, or within the type tool, just find a font that you like. And then finally, once you're finished typing everything, if we just come up to layer and then flatten image, then we can save it. We can save it as a JPEG or we can save it as a TIFF. And then it's ready to print and it will print with that text on it. That's it for this one. Nice, short, quick one. Back out in the field soon. Got lots of big plans coming up. So if you did like this, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe and there will be a lot more videos out in the field running through camera settings and a little bit of Photoshop tutorials as well. So thank you for watching and I will see you all again soon.